Abandon all hope, ye who listen. It's the Nether Region podcast. He sleeps in his jeans and will argue that it's better. Here's failed comedian Ian Hamilton.
I don't know why these roasts always touch on something important for me. And when I was in high school, I played baseball. And
shocking.
Actually, yeah, it was high school.
You weren't the bat boy?
Sometimes I was relegated to bat boy when my batting percentage was way, way low, which it often was. One year it was
0.0001.
1 year it was very good. It was very good, and oh my God, I'm still living off the glory of that 1 year.
Ian got on base
out of 12, and I wore my jeans to practice, and I never thought anything about just running around in my jeans. And then everyone thought I was like an idiot or poor or something. And they just started calling me Jeans.
People thought you were an idiot?
Or poor. Or poor, Art.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Look at my shocked face.
You don't see, your voice sounds shocked, but your face is not shocked at all.
Well, you're not looking hard enough.
Now you look like Robert De Niro. Yeah, very
You're telling me?
Low lips and
You're telling me?
Harsh lines from your nose to your chin.
I'm working on stuff, Ian. I'm having a good time.
Really? Well, you know, I'm Peter Falk.
What?
I'm Peter Falk. I was doing one of my famous impressions.
Yeah, you do one of your impressions and I immediately glaze over and
No, I'm trying to think of
who
who have I not done an impression of recently on the podcast that I do a good one of.
I don't. You can only have like one or two.
I do not only have one or two.
You don't even have a type 5.
I do not have one or two.
I mean, you barely have a type 5.
I'm not even.
Your butthole's tighter than your 5.
I'm not even going to dignify this conversation by doing impressions right now.
You've never dignified a conversation in your life.
Because throughout this podcast, there's so much recording of me doing impeccable impressions that I'm not even going to dignify.
You've only cursed conversations. Is that the opposite of dignified?
Well, it's down here. It's all
what
you
am I
can
asking
do.
you for?
So, I'm your co-host, failed comedian Ian Hamilton, and I'm dead in hell. With me here is my devilish tormentor, Art Brimstone.
Hey, greetings. How you doing?
Who forces me to relive my failed comedy dreams on Earth by podcasting and interviewing the living and the dead about their personal hells, as well as perform the worst torture of all time, improv comedy.
Yeah.
And notice, Art, in there, I have the term worst torture of all time because when it comes to improv, I have no qualms about calling it torture or torment. It is torture, and it's awful for the audience, for the people performing it. It's really just the worst.
Yep, sure, Ian.
Why are you so distracted? I should be getting a rise out of you right now, and you're so low energy.
I had a rough weekend, Ian.
Rough weekend?
Yeah.
Do we get weekends down here?
I get weekends. I only work Monday to Friday in human terms.
Really? So you had a weekend.
Yeah.
And you made me do household chores all week.
Yeah.
And when I was done with those, I had to do chores for all the elderly neighbors.
Yeah.
And you were just having a weekend.
Yeah, my brother Hot Sauce was in town.
Hot Sauce?
Yeah. I have a brother. His name is Hot Sauce.
Is he good?
What is it? How do I even dignify that with a response?
Is he zesty?
Ian.
Is he tangy?
Ugh. What kind of devil do you think I am, Ian?
We're in hell.
I'm not incestuous.
We're in hell.
You think I'm incestuous?
You've at least licked your brother and seen
I'm
what
not
he tastes
incestuous.
like. Incestuous. Okay.
Got it.
I see.
We found it. Yeah, my brother Hot Sauce was in town. It's like, whatever. I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Well, what is he like?
He's pretty fucking annoying, honestly.
Really?
Thinks he's better than me.
If he annoys you, I'd probably get along with him.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Oh, I hope I have that dynamic with him where me and him get along really well and you can't stand it.
No, he's never coming on the pod, so I'm going to make sure that never happens.
Why not? What's wrong?
I don't like him. He's annoying. Him and his best friend. He's best friends with that fucking frog from Gullah Gullah Island.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it? Binya Binya?
No.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Well, he's best friends with the frog from Gullah Gullah Island, who, by the way, deals drugs.
Okay.
And they're always vaping and blowing big, thick clouds of smoke in my face.
I mean, this
and
is...
my goofy brother, he thinks he's so fucking cool because he started his own business, grinding human bones to find gold. It's like, oh, he's so much better than Art. Oh, he's so much smarter. He's so much better. He's so much more successful.
I
mean, by the way, 1 in every 8 humans' bones have gold in them.
Okay, so it's a numbers game. It's not a bad business model.
I thought you'd be more shocked that humans have bones have gold in them.
I could,
Most people don't know that.
We're all made of like...
you humans you never even thought to look at your bones.
We're made of like carbon and stuff. I just think it's not ethical for us to mine gold out of each other.
Yeah.
And we probably don't have the technology either.
Yeah, you're really all big on ethics, right?
I have my own code of ethics that I stick to, even down here.
Right.
Because as I've said many times on the podcast, just because you're dead doesn't mean you have to stop improving. Okay?
Yeah.
I can still become a better person. And it's not just getting out of hell and escaping isn't just some game where I guess your name and the way I died, all right? Sometimes it's being a good person to the human being tormented next to me. You know? And putting my best broken and burned foot forward. And also the nails are pulled out.
Well, I don't know, Ian. I mean, that's me today. I guess I'm just in a mood. But, I mean, we should really get to today's guest.
Yeah, you're in such a mood. I don't even want to do my stuff.
I'm a little cranky because my brother was in town and I had to deal with him all weekend, and maybe I'll reveal that at some other point in time. Anyway, please, Ian, we got to get to today's guest.
Okay, you're sure? You want to get to the guest? You don't want me to guess your true name?
We don't have time.
It's Shrimp, isn't it?
Not Shrimp.
Shrimp.
No.
That's why you don't want me to know it. You don't want me to guess the way I died, which is a plane crash, but we all survived on an island, but they all decided to eat me right before rescue shows up. They just decided to eat me. Everyone else survived.
They'd be plenty to eat. They could have lasted a couple extra months.
Hey. Stop talking about my pumpkin cabbage body on this podcast.
Maybe today's guest can actually find an outfit that would fit your weird pumpkin cabbage body and your big-ass pepperoni nips. They were an Alexander McQueen intern who invented low-rise jeans.
Wow.
From your time, Ian, please welcome Bobby La Bobby.
Oh, hello.
Bobby La
Hello.
Bobby.
Oh, my. I'm so sorry. I'm winded. There's so many. How many stairs to get down here?
Infinite.
Very much
lot.
infinite.
And usually going down the stairs isn't tiring.
Oh, I'm so, you know what? I've had a busy weekend and I'm just so exhausted. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh,
I'm
wow,
still
welcome.
getting my bearings down here. I mean, freshly dead.
Fresh?
Freshly dead.
Wow.
I know. I've been hearing how important that is to identify.
It is.
Freshly dead.
It is. But
you
you'd
still
be,
have that earthly stank on you, Bobby.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed at who, what creature or demon or imp or whatever is going to suck you into their butthole for an eternity and spit you back out. And you'll be like, I've only technically been dead for a couple weeks or a couple months, but I've also been dead this whole other separate eternity.
Because time works different down here.
It's so
time works so different.
different.
Oh, because part of me, I'm so close to the moment that I'm still getting sensory input from the other side.
Right.
And I do think I just died during the beginning of the commercial break, and I don't even think we're at the end of the commercial break yet. But it feels like an eternity down here.
Wow.
Wow. Yes. This is so refreshing for me because you're talking about so many things that I have not really been able to talk to. Because everyone I run into down here is like, it's fucking Isaac Newton or whoever who's like, old hat. He's talking about gravity and how it affects time and how in hell it all makes sense.
Yeah. That's really great, Ian. Really insult Bobby.
And like,
I'm always down here talking to all these great, fantastic, amazing people, and then there's you,
Bobby.
a common schlub like me.
Bobby.
That went right over my head.
Wow.
That went right over my head.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, I'm not just throwing out all the celebrities I've talked to down here, like Peter Falk, and that's why I do a perfect impression of him.
Okay, well, did Peter
Because
Falk
we're friends now.
did Peter Falk in 1993 invent low-rise jeans? Because that is my legacy.
No, he
That's what you're
just had a
sticking with,
glass
Bobby?
eye, I think.
You invented low-rise jeans?
It's what got me here. Can you believe that? Listen to this. I'm at the gates of heaven. I'm ready to get in. They're going through my resume.
You're up there at the gates talking
I'm at
to
the
St.
gates.
Peter.
I'm at the gates. I get through limbo. They say that doesn't happen. I get through limbo. I take the
goodness.
escalator
Whoa.
up. It's I'm at the gates of heaven. They're going through my resume. Everything's good. Everything's good. Then they see inventor of low-rise jeans straight to hell.
Wow.
They got you with the old drop.
They said they were just
I love it.
too ugly to allow me into heaven.
Ian, you remember these low-rise jeans. You
I
tried to make
do,
those
but
work
I
for
don't-
your thin hips.
I don't think that they're ugly at all. Hey, just because I have a very wide midsection, a very thin, bony hips.
You are never going to birth a
and-
child.
And a high-rise butt with no hips at all, because basically the ass is on my back.
Yeah, your entire asshole would hang out of a low-rise jeans.
Yeah, I think that the low-rise jeans look really good because I was basically able to see people's vaginas.
Well, yeah, and also to you, all jeans are low-rise jeans with a butt crack like that.
Yeah, that's
High-rise jeans, mid-rise jeans, low-rise jeans. Your butt crack is out.
Yeah, but the only cure for it really is to wear them like grandpa style, way up,
As high as you can.
way up above the ribs.
So you could cover your pepperoni nips?
Yeah, they cover that too. I cover it all. I have a lot of body issues, is what I'm getting at.
Well, you know what? When I first stepped into fashion, I stepped in as an intern.
Yeah.
Right? With Alexander McQueen. And
That's a big deal.
It was such a big deal. I lied on my resume. And I
Oh,
thought,
wow.
because I didn't think I did.
What did you say?
Alexander McQueen. I just said good at fashion. and I stapled some fabric samples and I did a couple I was doodling. It was the bus. I mean, it's the 90s. There was no internet. I was driving.
Oh, it was nice. You didn't even get to see Devil Wears Prada.
No
You could have quoted
way.
a couple lines from Devil Wears Prada and been like, I'm good.
Could I?
He just died. He could have seen it. Maybe he
Not,
just did.
but not
before
when I
the
was
interview.
interning. Not when I was
Oh,
in.
sure,
Oh my God.
sure.
Wow. Every day like this, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't listen.
I listen to what you say and I internalize the logic and I spit back out what I'm hearing via my, little filter that I got. The filter that is my brain.
Oh, but yeah, I just start, and I'm sitting next to Mr. McQueen,
Right.
And I'm an intern. I'm trying to impress. I brought the guy. Oh, by the way, speaking, one of my duties, one of my devil tormentors, I brought down your sleep jeans.
Oh,
It's probably part of the reason why I'm winded. My arms were full of what felt like 300 pounds worth of sleep jeans.
Yeah.
that
These
is-
are 32-ounce raw denim sleep jeans. What the fuck?
Raw denim,
Raw denim.
this is very generous. This is going to cover up my high ass, my pepperoni nips. Wow, this is
Harry
the most
Bush.
generous thing I've had down here.
So I guess my plight is to be an intern down here for the rest of my damn life.
Wow,
Ooh,
Bobby,
that's a
that
good
sucks.
one.
So you were in the meeting. Mr. McQueen turns to you and goes,
What do you got?
wow.
What Mr. McQueen says to me, what do you got?
Wow.
So I just throw out the first thing that I can think of, which is jeans but lower.
Was it something where you're like, low?
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that.
Rise? Because you're like, oh fuck, that contradicted itself.
Yeah, but then you just have to go with it because it's Mr. McQueen.
Right.
I'm sitting there with Mr. McQueen.
But do you think you
He's killed
exuded
people for us.
confidence in the
He's
moment?
killed people.
I'm really trying to work on my confidence. In
I
fact,
can tell.
yeah, I'm just really trying to work on it. And one of the things, kind of ironically, is that the more self-conscious and sort of scatterbrained my ideas were, the more traction they got.
Really?
So next thing you know, we're in fall 1993 Fashion Week and going down the runway.
You're crushing it at this point.
2.5-inch zippers on these jeans. Small jeans.
And those fuck with your fingernails trying to zip those up and down.
Yes.
And if you paint your fingernails, it's gonna, that gets in the way.
Yes.
And that would have been prime Kate Moss era?
Of course. There was not a top model on America's Next Top Model that wasn't wearing my jeans.
Wow.
And when it's at that level, you think it's going somewhere. You think you've hit a gold mine.
You really should be very confident because you did hit a gold mine. What happened?
Yeah, but they fucking suck.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, they don't. You can see butt cracks. You can basically see vaginas. This is my 13-year-old
creepy
me.
little pervs like you like them.
13-year-old me was getting down on his hands and knees and thanking God that you came along.
There are butt cracks everywhere.
You really instituted a movement of the tummy. The tummy was big because of your combo of these low-rise jeans and crop top.
Yeah. And then, you would think, so I'm thinking I hit gold. I think I'm set for the rest of my damn life, right?
Got it all, Bobby.
And then the reviews start coming in. And then after a couple years, when people, fashion is about trends, and sometimes we can't see the forest through the trees. And once we were able to, people were starting to say these jeans are the ugliest thing that's ever happened to any woman in the history of time.
But they were still
They
buying
built
them.
you up. They slaughtered you. You were their sacrificial lamb.
And when And when that happens, nobody will ever take any of your other ideas serious.
Wow.
It's like your idea went straight through limbo into heaven and then dropped you right down to hell.
Oh,
Career-wise.
Taking this
oh my devil. That is exactly what happened to me.
He's already learning the vernacular.
He picks it up quick.
I gotta say, I thought hell would be a lot of things, but I'm so thrown by sort of some of the things I'm seeing. Highs and lows. I really can't make heads or tails. Does it ever get easier to navigate down here?
No, it's an impossibly large map with an infinite layers to it. So it's, it's like 4D.
Yeah, we've got one of those. You remember those
exactly 4D.
those gyroscope toys that you would have where you could put a pen and you would fucking spin shit around? We used those to kind of design all the different
And
corridors.
it makes sense. And 4D hits it right on the head because at any point somebody will spray you in the face with something and you can't tell what that is.
Right.
Yeah, we got big inspiration from the A Bug's Life 4D experience at Disney World Animal Kingdom, where when the bees come out, they fucking sting you in the back and it hits you right in the vertebrae.
Yeah, this place has the feeling of something scurrying under your feet.
Yeah, like if you want to go to the corpse gumbo down here in hell, like you just look through a kaleidoscope and then like that's how you travel to it.
Oh, God, let me write this down, okay? Corpse gumbo kaleidoscope.
Corpse gumbo. Corpse. So this is with a C, by the way. That's weird. You thought it was with a K.
Oh, it's not
Ian.
Kourpsee.
I gotta say, this is.
boy, Bobby.
I'm surprised.
You might want to stick to drawing.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Did somebody
God.
did somebody type out your resume for you when you got that job?
Like I said, it was mostly pictures and fabric scraps.
Right. You
You
didn't
know?
have to spell anything.
No, because the fashion industry is not about spelling or reading or learning
No,
or
no,
being.
no.
It's about looking and
Right.
and seeing.
Yeah.
And taking advantage of people.
And drugs.
Yes, and drugs.
Extreme waste.
Yeah.
Which is,
Pollution.
I
Yeah, I was going to go pollution.
Unbelievable. I know. It's very fast. Fashion is very big down here.
Oh,
very
yeah.
big.
Yeah, I mean, if I put a shirt on and the stitching doesn't come apart immediately, then it's not a good shirt.
Zapped right up to heaven.
Yeah,
Zapped right up to heaven.
yeah, that's
Bobby,
true.
I mean, low-rise jeans. I don't know what else you got. I mean, you got to have some other.
Well, that's the thing. After I'm the laughing stock of Paris Fashion Week, nobody ever takes any of my other ideas serious. And I really felt I was onto something with sort of showcasing the human body in a way that other people might consider unflattering. Who's to say what's flattering and what's not? So some of the ideas that I pitched that, of course, made no traction after I'm the laughing stock of the entire fest. The wing top. The wing top is a long sleeve t-shirt with just cutouts right on the back of your upper arm. So really showcasing only the back of your upper arm. Laughed at me.
I think anyone with triceps is gonna appreciate that, and everyone else is gonna hate you.
And you know what? Everybody else heard about it. The tricep people did not hear about it, unfortunately.
Damn.
I had I invented a shirt called the Bagel, and it's just kind of one loose shirt with one strip of spandex right around your belly button, so that your belly button kind of looks like a bagel.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like in Mean Girls when they cut the tits out of the shirt and then
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
This is.
They hated it.
You know what? A lot of
Yikes.
your ideas
Yikes.
really don't make me feel good about my body.
Well, what about this? Broccoli pants. Really, really, really extraordinarily always green, no matter what, always green. Really, really baggy until they get to the knee, and then tight taper on your calves.
I have to imagine there's like a lot of loose strands at the bottom too.
Of
kind of
course,
like the
loose
leaf
strands,
of a broccoli.
loose threads coming undone,
Yes.
but just tight, only accentuating your calves only.
If you have some samples, I'd love to see Ian in a couple of these.
Oh no! Don't make me wear them.
Maybe Ian will do a little. Maybe Ian will do a little catwalk
Oh
for us.
no! Don't make me walk the runway.
I could sew them up real quick. Real quick, I can make a pair.
All right.
Okay.
Here's a sewing machine. Boom.
Oh, look at that! He really knows what he's doing with his hands. Look at his hands.
His ideas fucking suck, but he knows what he's doing.
Wow,
with
I
his
mean,
hands.
Thank you.
He can't spell for shit, but he can really put things
Very
together.
skilled. Wow, look at that. Those things are.
Okay, here they are. I guessed your size. I hope that's not insulting.
Okay.
I think that only ever goes well.
You know, all right. I'm putting the broccoli jeans on, and oh boy, these are These are
You look
tight.
like you're trying to
are
smuggle
tight.
things into a movie theater.
As soon as I put them over my feet, they're tight.
Okay, give him back.
So that's
give him back.
confusing.
Give him back.
Okay.
Oh, poor Bobby. Another L for Bobby.
Another absolute L
Bobby.
for me.
LLL. La Bobby.
Bobby, triple L to Bobby.
Bobby. Triple L. La Bobby. I mean, Bobby, honestly, I think your fashions will work better down here in hell. You got to look on the bright side. These are torturous designs that could only work in hell.
Maybe this is a blessing in disguise or a curse in obvious form.
You could look on your other trend, which was you put silver linings on everything.
Yes. Yes. Silver thread, no matter what the color of the fabric.
Right.
And it really works in my last design, which is the flop top. The flop top, which is, it's like a crop top, but it's a regular shirt in the front and it's only cut out in the back right above your love handles.
Wow.
Once again, these are what I'm thinking are
That's
great
horrific.
ideas. What I'm thinking
Bobby.
are great ideas.
These are fucking awful.
Well, now I know why I'm here.
But they're great.
I kind of feel like when people ask you what your idea is, all you can think of is what you wouldn't do, and then it comes out of your mouth.
Face cage. Jewelry that you wear across your face like a cage.
I gotta say, actually, that might take off in some circles. I don't see that.
Yeah.
But also, like the low-rise jeans was they critically they might have been a mess, but they must have sold like crazy, right?
And that's the thing. When you're an intern, guess what your overhead that you get is 0% of that.
0%.
So Alexander, Mr. McQueen, who is walking around here somewhere, I'm sure.
He has an account manager down here. Most folks in fashion do.
Oh,
Yeah.
But you know what? Hell hasn't been all bad because,
yeah?
I mean, I can't even listen. When I was on Earth, chronically single my whole life.
Wow. That's tough for me to imagine.
Yeah.
I'm a little stinker. I'm a little stinker.
Okay.
Are you saying that
Just razzing, Bobby.
wouldn't? I don't think you are.
I just razzed him.
I don't think that was a good razz, though.
Well, I'll have you know that I
You
did
met
happen to meet someone down here.
Met a little special someone, Bobby.
Yes.
Wow.
Spill the tea. Spill
Yes.
Ian's tea.
He promised that
Hey, my tea.
Bobby spilled the tea. He's now spilling the tea.
Hey, that tasted good. Like very yellow piss, which is as good as it gets down here.
that's what okay, because I've been asking, and everything tastes like piss down here.
Yeah, but really dehydrated.
Yes.
The more dehydrated, the better at this point.
The only two drinks I can find are piss and seltzer water. TV static seltzer water.
Yeah, absolute nightmare. I know.
And sometimes they're both. It's carbonated piss.
And then the carbonation down here just gives you agita, you know?
Oh,
Just really.
God. And nothing but, I was in the vending machine hall the other day.
Yep, the Hall of Endless Vending
A
Machines.
hall of endless vending machines where every single thing is missing the front
Yep.
item.
Yeah.
Right.
And some of the buttons aren't working.
And it's only got health food in it.
Of course.
And here's the thing, no matter what you order, it's going to get stuck.
Of course. I must have spent eons. Just first, because you're so hungry when you get here.
And that's what I'm talking about. Is you're freshly dead, but you spend eons in there.
Eons.
Eon! I'm pointing to Ian.
Right. It was a pun.
It's great for an audio medium.
It's okay. Hey, like I said, as a comedian, it's not important for people to laugh at my jokes. They
Right.
just need to understand
Now
them.
tell us about this lover.
Oh, he promised that he told me not. He specifically
No
said,
one listens to this. Wink.
Well, he specifically said not to share his name.
Oh, okay.
Not to talk about him. He was only in town for a moment, but he said he's coming back.
Is it a human or a creature? Give
Little-
us a little
he-
insight.
Okay, he's a little bit of a creature. He is I kind of hung out with him and his best friend. It was so sweet, so unbelievably sweet.
Wait a minute.
Dish guy dish.
Wait
Okay,
a minute.
so his friend is like he looks amphibious, I guess, in a way. He is always singing that bump 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 ba-da-dum, bump bump just all everywhere we go,
Yeah.
just
A real-
singing.
I don't
singing.
recognize it at all, but it sounds like a real earworm.
It's
Did this
such
guy
an
blow a
illness.
giant vape cloud and then go, pina, pina?
Yes, constantly vaping.
Oh my God.
And I mean that's not even the guy. I mean it was really his friend.
That was
mostly
his friend?
That was the person that I met. That was his friend. We hung out all weekend. It was kind of the three of us, except for when we needed alone time. Of course, one thing I will say about the underworld is that there's plenty of spaces to get freaky. if you want to
Oh,
get.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
widely
A lot of
encouraged from what I'm seeing.
dumpsters, a lot of underneath.
Oh, yes.
disgusting
Under,
staircases.
on those carts that scoot right under a car when you're working on them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Above ground pools not filled.
Yeah, or like old decks, like underneath old decks.
Oh, I mean, we just kind of for the last 3 days have just been kind of constantly making love and some of these heinous, pile of needles,
Well, and I bet that
trunk of a car,
Sure.
all-
That
This
sounds
is my
uncomfortable.
brother hot sauce.
What?
Describing binya and hot sauce.
What?
You know hot sauce?
That's my brother. That's my brother hot sauce.
You're the brother of hot sauce?
I'm the brother of hot sauce. God
In-laws. In-laws.
Different dads?
Bested again.
Different dads, though?
Same dad, different spawning pools.
Oh, wow. I guess spawning pools really make a difference.
Yes, we were both conceived by our dad coming into spawning pools.
Yeah.
But different results.
Yes. Yes, Bobby. Yes.
Well, I'm so sorry.
God damn it, hot sauce.
I wouldn't have brought it up if I had known that there was a connection. I'm
Bested me again.
It's just I can't get him out of my brain.
What do you
It's
mean
just
bested you again?
He's getting some and I can't get anything.
Sure.
This is bullshit, dude.
Okay, well, how are you putting?
I don't know. I don't have very good fashion
You're spending
sense.
all your time with me. Okay, you're spending all your time.
Yeah, you're ruining my life.
You're tormenting me when you could let me have a weekend for once.
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe I just need some new clothes or something. Maybe.
Wow.
I mean, even I'm dating someone.
Ian, you're dating someone?
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
call
we
it
briefly
dating.
touched on it.
Wow.
but yeah, Carmine, the woolly mammoth with dicks for tusks and a tusk for a dick.
Oh my god! I bet you look so cute together.
I mean, I do ride his back to and fro and roll around in his fur, and
Oh, I love
he
that.
tramples me to death over and over again, and stabs me with his tusk.
The honeymoon phase.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
real cute
wow.
stuff.
When I first came down here, Ian, I really thought I would have a lot of problems with you, but I feel like we kind of really get along, and we have.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
know that I'm obnoxious. I know I interrupt you. I know that you want to get to something, and I'm going to derail whatever it is you say. I know that I'm just going to keep talking and talking and talking and list things, and then you think I'm done, but I just keep on going.
Yeah.
And everybody says
You,
that to
you
me.
both have no ability to edit yourselves. You both need fucking editors. You need an editor for your fashion ideas, and you
Okay.
need an editor for everything that comes out of your
Also,
mouth.
his grammar, frankly.
Yeah, and I'll take that one,
You're
and I'll
spelling.
take that one, and I'll take that one. That is a no. I'm gonna write that down.
I bet that's part of how.
Grammar.
Yeah.
GRRANNA.
what
No,
Well,
two
Bobby.
N's make an M sound though. No,
It's kind of. I could see
I'll
the
know what I
confusion.
mean. I'll know what
I
I'll
wonder
know.
if your original resume just said like I
mean.
style good, and they were like he styles good.
Maybe
That's as good as we do.
I guess. I mean,
boy.
As good as their grammar is.
I don't know.
I'm so sorry.
I think I need to cool off and maybe go pour some water on my head.
Yeah, just go hang out one of the mordial stews.
Art, I'm so sorry. I mean, I really wouldn't have brought it up. It's just
This is bullshit.
your
That's
brother
not my
makes
brother.
love in a way that stays with you, days after, kind of that way you think of, almost like you think of a good book after you're done reading it, or like a movie that makes you think.
Well, most people I'm with, they have to like Google the results afterwards because they don't understand it. That's how they describe me as a book. It's
Oh
like,
no,
I
your
gotta,
brother's
like,
very different. Your brother's very instinct.
You
It's almost
instantly
connected to your
understand the pros.
spirit. Exactly.
I can't remember. Does Google not exist down here, or is it just that I can't use it?
You can't use it.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been Googling.
You've been Googling.
Bobby's
yeah.
been Googling.
Is Hot Sauce like giving you his little hell phone?
Oh yeah,
Me phone?
He lent me minutes.
He's not supposed to be doing that. He's not supposed to be doing that to the humans. And so this is actually, quite frankly,
Are you gonna write him up?
I might have to do like an injunction, an injunction.
Art, don't be that guy.
I'm gonna be that guy, Bobby.
Don't.
I'm gonna be that guy because I take my
devil.
job very seriously.
It's gonna be that devil.
When's the last time he's gone on a date?
I don't know. He's always busy, making.
I'm a little married to my career right now.
Put curlers in my hair.
Down here. You're married to this.
He makes me like spend a week, putting curlers in my hair, and I take them out. My hair is still straight.
It really, I mean, it doesn't make a lick of sense, but I don't know why he's so upset over that, but.
Because they were in for a full week. Why is it still straight?
Yeah.
I'm going for a look. Come on.
I'm glad that worked for Bobby. I don't know.
Because Bobby's been through it too.
That's kind of one of my last list ideas. I was like, oh, put some fucking curlers in your hair. The last couple wisps you got up there.
Oh, maybe your hair just doesn't curl.
Don't say that.
Okay. I'm
It's
sorry. I
gonna
should not have
curl.
brought up.
It's
I shouldn't
gonna
have brought
curl.
up hot sauce. I really feel like I brought the energy. Story of my life. I aim for something that I think is really going to be received well, and that here I am, moments later,
this is
reaping the
Sowing what you reaping
exactly.
what you sowed.
See, I can't even get to
Reaping
the end
what
of it.
you
Oh my
sowed.
God, let me
What you
write this down.
sowed, yeah.
Sowing. S-O-O.
You really should know how to spell that one. I mean, you're
Christ.
sewing all the time.
All right. Listen,
What is going
we
on?
got to go to break. I think we all need to cool off
We need to
here.
cool
We'll be
off.
back with more Nether Region Pod right after this. Welcome back to the Nether Region Podcast. With us still is Bobby LaBobby and Ian, failed comedian Ian.
Bobby, what's your devil tormentor like? Mine's pretty. Well, you get it.
Well, yeah,
It's
I'm in the room.
Gabbing up the room.
I mean, and now that I'm here, they're really all the same, aren't they? They're all kind
Really?
of cut from the same
Okay,
cloth.
not
It very
true.
much
Some of us are
feels-
better than others.
Okay.
And some of us are I don't know, rising
Okay.
stars.
I mean,
Okay.
You know?
you've only been here for a little bit, but do you get weekends? It sounds like you get some time off.
I get a lighter load on the weekends, I think. My devil tormentor is kind of chill. I guess would be the word. I mean, I wouldn't say the things that they're doing are incredibly chill, but their vibe is chill. Do
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Also, do they have other people that they torment?
Yes.
So you're not the main focus.
I'm one of the, no. I'm one of the MLMs. I'm one of the tormentors that has a lot of humans under them and sort of are inducting. So I've never actually met mine.
Wow.
No, I've seen him on camera and seen him on camera.
Right.
But I've never been in the same room.
And you
with him.
learned what he says, and you kind of parrot back. what he says,
Exactly. Every morning I wake up to a punishment and a chore, both at the ends of my bed. So, for instance, today,
Right.
my chore was to bring down these sleep jeans, down this infinite staircase, and then my torch was I had to put my head in what looked like a giant hungry hippos machine.
Oh yeah.
So I spent the first couple
You
hours.
get rattled around that way,
Exactly. I
yeah.
spent the first couple hours doing that.
They're doing the IKEA method with you, which is shows up in a box. You have to build it yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that sounds
DIY
pretty
torture is
good.
hot right now, but I'm not into it. I'm more of a craftsman. I'm what can I say? I'm just kind of like that.
But that's not DIY torture. That's IKEA.
What?
That's not DIY torture. That's IKEA. That's
It's
mass
If
manufacturing.
you're building it yourself. Ian.
No, but that's not DIY.
You know what? I don't like the way you look, and I don't like the way you sound. I'm gonna turn you into those fucking horse meatballs you get at IKEA. You just been turned into little horse meatballs. See, I could do that, Bobby. Let's not
Wow.
forget. Let's not forget what the social hierarchy is down here. Okay?
Hot sauce would never do that.
Okay, well, hot sauce. Hot sauce can't do that. That's why. Okay.
I might be the first guest in the history of this podcast to take Ian's side.
Wow. Do you really want to do that? You don't really know this guy.
You don't.
well. He's literally pantomiming. He's not horse. He's pantomiming a horse because he thinks it's funny. He is meatballs made of horse. He's acting like a horse. You're gonna take that?
I'm counting.
Yeah.
He's trying to count.
I'm counting.
I recognize a small man trying to be a big man. Okay.
What about a pumpkin-sized man trying to be a horse?
And I give the broccoli pants one more try. Give them one more
I think
try.
I will. Just let me
Turn him into something that fits into the broccoli pants.
And then I'm
All right, I'm gonna turn him into broccoli. He's still a horse. Good Lord. All right, we got to get to our next segment here. We're going to play a little game here, Bobby LaBobby. You like games? Or I don't know.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
gamed out because hot sauce lets you play fucking Russian roulette.
Did he tell you about that? Because that meant something very different in our bedroom.
Oh, God, I'm sure.
At what point are you
Yeah, you spin his balls around.
Okay,
and
play
then-
the game. Fine. If you want to play a game,
Okay.
I'll play a game.
It's
have a
not
lovely-
bullets in there. That's all I can say.
We have a lovely wheel of torture here, Bobby, as you can see.
Torment.
And Ian's going to spin it. So go ahead, Ian, give that spin. Nice little spin from Ian. Round and round it
Nice
goes.
little Miss Piggy impression too.
That was all right. Where it stops.
Should I know?
Close enough. Got the rhyme. I still love it. Still love it. I love how different folks answer that question. But oh, there it goes in limbo. Wait, there's a tag on it. Oh, I removed the tag. Fashion edition. That seems apropos.
Wow, that's slightly new take on
In limbo.
something
Fashion
we played
edition.
several times.
Huh. Well, we're gonna make Ian sing a little song to intro the game here.
I wonder
Bobby.
if my song is fashion related.
I wonder.
I don't know.
Hit it.
Come hear the story of Ronan McClory, the man with 65 kids. Should he pitch a sitcom or just get a job? And does his idea have legs? 25 per year on network TV requires a whole lot of scripts. Art and Ian and maybe Miss Piggy, please tell him what to do.
Rory McClory has quite the life.
Ronan McClory.
Ronan McClory.
Yeah.
Ronan. And how's that spelled? So R.
You're really good at getting that first letter.
R-O-W.
You're doing a great job.
Ron. You know what? I'll write it down.
You know
I'll
what?
write
Just
it
because
down.
you're dead doesn't mean you have to stop improving, okay? You could learn all this still.
You're right. You're right. You're so right.
Yeah.
I have the
Learn.
wisdom.
L-E.
Just be careful because Ian also confuses self-help with masturbation.
I cannot wait to have somebody to impart all my knowledge onto. Like,
Well-
I cannot.
Well, what is masturbation if not helping yourself?
Well, what is masturbation if not onanism?
Oh, there it is. All right, I've got an advice question that is quite apropos because it's about fashion. And I'm going to read it, and then we're going to help out this lost little soul who's in limbo and needs our help here. So here we go. Dear Ian, Art, and esteemed guest. Oh, wow, esteemed guest. Bobby.
Oh, thank you.
No, not Miss Piggy.
She just left.
Bobby LaBobby is the esteemed guest. I consider myself a rather run-of-the-mill guy. However, I harbor a deep, dark secret. Ooh. I am obsessed with blimps. Blimps, zeppelins, hot air balloons, you name it. I'm obsessed with it. They consume me. Until now, I've kept this helium yearning a secret. But I can't hide it no more. But I can hide it no more. How can I incorporate my love of blimps into my fashion choices? I'm ready to let my freak craft fly. Sincerely, dirigibly deranged. Ooh, that's a tough one. Dirigibly deranged.
Yeah.
So this is a person who is obsessed with blimps.
Yeah.
Bobby LaBobby, how would you help them incorporate that into their fashion choices?
Well, the first thing I'm going to say is, much like me with the low-rise jean, inspiration strikes you when it strikes you, and you must follow it through.
Wow.
Rick Rubin says if you get an idea, you start writing it down immediately.
Wow.
Inventor of the Reuben sandwich.
Exactly.
He was like, I need to name a sandwich after myself, and I'll put whatever I want on it.
And that's why they have all that sauerkraut, because it looks like his big ugly beard.
Yes. So
Big
inspiration.
stupid dumb beard.
So, inspiration is going to strike you whenever it strikes you, and you must follow it through. So, if you're inspired by blimps, I'm thinking of maybe something that is kind of like a onesie, almost, where if you took the.
Are we talking romper or are we talking Snuggie?
I'm thinking, think of if you took a balloon,
Okay,
or if you took the blimp and you
Okay.
turned it upright like a hot dog, and you cut a hole for the feet and cut a hole for the head, and you
Wow.
just zip it on, so it goes from neck all the way down to ankles,
So-
all limbs inside.
I think that works, like, because I was thinking like snowsuit, like big, thick snowsuit.
Well, we really are on the same wavelength. Yeah.
And then when he said blimps, did the first place your mind go to was with the pants from the 80s? What did
Oh, the hammer pants?
Hammer-
Or, Janko jeans?
Zumba pants, hammer pants, yeah.
Hammer,
yeah.
the
Windbreakers.
ones that Hammer's wearing.
Low rise.
Okay, now
Parachute pants.
parachute pants. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a good system you have. Just like whatever's popping into
Free
your head,
association.
say it. Eventually it will be right. Or eventually everyone will be gone.
Bobby, you're kind of describing a fashion trend in Halloween costumes, which is those like inflatable Halloween costumes that have a motor on them.
Well,
it seems like that's kind of what you're describing.
Can't believe you bring that up.
Oh.
Because actually,
Okay.
once when I was interning for Hasbro,
Oh, you interned at Hasbro. All right.
well, yeah, I could only get into the Barbie fashion department, and even from there, it wasn't a fit. So they moved. So they kind of moved.
you kept
me
making big pieces.
They moved me over to Halloween costumes, and I actually invented the inflatable costume.
Wow.
I could see you as being the inspiration for Weird Barbie.
I don't think that's something you should take in stride. Bobby.
Well, I
It's
do
an
because
insult.
I know this isn't
He's laughing because he recognized it
exactly
as true.
This is an audio medium, but anybody who could see me would know I look exactly like that. That's exactly.
That's
what
right.
I
We
look
haven't even
like.
talked about your look.
No, that's
you look like Weird Barbie.
Yeah, I look kind of like. Do you remember the Cynthia doll from Rugrats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look like a gayer, sluttier version of that.
I mean,
Okay.
you certainly look like your head's been chewed on by a dog.
Thank you. But it wasn't a dog. It was hot sauce.
You
Thank you.
You do have like 5 or 6 Liberty spikes that go horizontal with
Yeah,
one
5 or 6
missing.
one strand of hair that's very thick, like a pool noodle.
And then is it disgusting orange and pink? Not even pink, but like pink, like space dress. It looks like you belong in the Jetsons or something.
Well, you know what? I don't mean to once again get into it, but hot sauce really found it delicious. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, hot sauce is
Come
into
and
this.
let's
I
get
mean,
together.
here's the thing.
God damn it, Binya was there
Let's
too?
all go to Gullah Gullah Island.
God damn it, it was a 3-way with Binya and hot sauce.
Oh, I gave it away. I'm so sorry.
God damn it.
Well, it's better to give it away now rather than give it away later.
So yeah, I'm thinking blimp from neck to ankles.
I'm with this. I just want there to be some actual floating power to this suit.
Okay.
Oh,
like-
the suit flies.
Yeah.
Suit flies.
Okay.
It's filled with the same flammable hot helium air.
Yes. Good. Because I don't need the danger to just be from flying around as a human with no helmet on. I need the danger to be from maybe you'll catch fire and explode.
Flammable gas.
Yes.
Flammable gas.
Yeah.
Flammable gas. Well, I hope that helps you dirigibly deranged. I think, I honestly, you know what? Dirigibles often fly pretty low, so your low-rise jeans, kind of that whole thing might work in there too, Bobby LaBobby.
Now I know you're making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. I was
Yeah,
trying to be earnest.
now I know you're
Now,
making
there's some
fun of
kind
me.
of pun about numbers. Is that
What?
dirigibles? What are those?
Dirigibles?
Or are
Blimps?
those like Smurfs?
Those are blimps.
Really?
I still stand by my opinion that every single human being looks better in low-rise jeans. And they were originally designed for you to be all natural, so there would be an adornment that pokes out of the top of the jeans. But apparently
An
that's
adornment?
an adornment of pubic hair that would pop right out of the top of the jeans. But apparently, always wrong place, wrong time. That's Bobby LaBobby's story.
Why didn't you
Oh,
just
boy.
put a little built-in merkin in there?
Well, I
Huh?
tried to
Could
pitch.
flap
I
out.
pitched a little bouquet of roses that you would pop right into your butt crack.
Oh. And it would
Butt
smell
crack
so-
roses didn't catch on?
No,
Color me
wrong
surprised.
place, wrong time again.
I'm sure you tried that on the runway at some point, though,
Of
right?
course
Somebody
I did.
tested out.
But unfortunately, all the models' asses kept eating they just kept falling out. They'd fall out. They'd fall down. It just. Ugh.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this is like they let an intern do a lot. When I was an intern or a PA, I was just getting people coffee.
Well, what people don't want to say is Alexander McQueen is a flop.
Whoa.
Every idea he has ever had, he has stolen from an intern.
Really?
Yes. And apparently all the other ideas were good except mine.
Oh.
But again, you sold a lot of units.
You're right.
You sold so many units. Just take pride in that.
Oh, Ian, you're so right. Be grateful.
Yeah.
Exist in gratitude.
Be grateful for all the body image issues that you caused.
Yes. Be grateful for the fact that I was stuck under a vending machine for 6 hours this afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Be
Thank
grateful
you,
for
Ian.
all the eating disorders that came upon
that's a
people
very.
because
I
of you.
am not responsible.
I don't know. I think you're not responsible, but I think you poured some gas on.
Well,
that
I did see a
fire.
lot of think pieces that said, working against the figure of a human body is really demoralizing. So I guess that's a note I have to take.
That's
wow.
true. Yeah, take it with gratitude.
At least you're capable of taking a note. I don't think Ian's ever taken a note in his life.
I'm taking all these notes.
I'm taking a note. I'm taking
a note.
several notes.
T-A-Y-K-I.
T-A-Y.
All right, Bobby La Bobby. There's only one last segment we got to get to here, and that's we gotta create a little torture scenario for your new
Torment.
little buddy, Ian, and
A human tormenting a human?
that's right. I'm gonna use Bobby La Bobby as inspiration. I'm gonna tear you two apart with my dying breath, if I could die. So I just need to know, Bobby La Bobby, what is your personal hell?
Well, I'm kind of isolating between two. One is that Hot Sauce never texts me back. That's the first one, but that honestly, I don't think that's going to happen. I
He's a
mean,
bad texter.
even here in hell, I think I will get a text.
Okay.
But my actual personal hell is being trapped in a rural Walmart where everybody around me is wearing sassy t-shirts. T-shirts that have like maybe Tweety Bird or something, and they're saying like little sassy things like, this is my good side. Or if you're reading this, put me back on the bar, or those.
Or some pun about how into guns they are.
Exactly, something where you're trying to be silly and funny.
I majored in sarcasm.
Exactly.
Or like something punny and
My other
threatening.
shirt is a Ferrari.
I have a PhD and I don't care. Oh, and that's my hell. Just being in a Walmart.
Not now, Mom. I'm gaming.
And everybody who's wearing them are kind of like always searching for someone to laugh.
Wow.
They're always making eye contact with you to try to say, isn't it funny what I found?
I feel like they want like an opinion too. They're either like, isn't it funny? Or like, say it. Say you hate it. Come at me.
Yeah.
Come at me or love it.
See,
No
that's
in
my
between.
that's my personal hell. People trying to go to conversation with me through sassy t-shirts.
Okay, I've got it. It's coming to
I'm
me.
surprised you
I've got
didn't think of sassy t-shirts.
it. Ian, you are... Words are not a strong suit. They would have been misspelled. People have been like...
That's true. Oh yeah. You probably created the shirt that my friend had that said "Hooked on Phonics really works" and it was horribly misspelled. But you thought it was spelled right. You were just doing a Hooked on Phonics campaign.
Oh, poor Bobby La Bobby. Oh boy,
man.
just can't get it together. What a sad case.
All right, what's my torment?
I'm going to turn you into a rascal scooter. You are going to become a rascal
How's
scooter
this related?
because it's a rural Walmart.
Oh, okay.
And someone in a sassy t-shirt is going to be driving you around, stopping to chit-chat in every single aisle with other people in rascal scooters wearing sassy t-shirts.
Yikes. I mean, it's canon that I hate any form of scooter. It's canon that I hate talking to people.
Yeah.
It's canon that I hate people who want to talk to people.
In grocery stores.
And I hate grocery stores, especially
Ooh,
the
this is a good one, Bobby La Bobby.
fluorescent lights.
I feel like we're going to get a win here,
I
Bobby La
hate
Bobby.
the pressure of needing to buy things. I hate the anxiety that comes from standing in line waiting to buy things.
Oh,
You're a rascal scooter.
I'm a rascal scooter. I'm a rascal scooter, as you would say. This is a pile
Yeah.
of Pop-Tarts
Okay.
and all on the ground. And I have to sit there in my slightly too small boxers eating the Pop-Tarts. Wow, but ashamed of myself for how many Pop-Tarts I'm eating.
Okay.
And how my body looks sitting on the ground naked.
All right. I think we won. I think that means that's a good one. I think that means it's torturous for him, and that's all I really care about, Bobby La Bobby, at the end of the day. Feels good to get a win.
And Bobby's a human. He gets my
Feels
Pop-Tart
good to get
scale.
it.
of
W.
course I get it. Of course.
You understand the deliciousness of Pop-Tarts, but
the
also
irresistibility.
the diminishing value after a couple, but you keep eating.
You take one bite and you're like, there's lard in here. This is made with large scale lard. You know, you think it's a buttery, flaky Pop-Tart crust like you see in the commercials. And it's something I didn't realize the commercial factory was down here in hell, making everything look better than it actually is.
Oh, yeah.
Food photography was invented down here.
Yeah. Do you know my devil torturer?
Oh, yeah?
One of our other MLMs? He's the guy who drops the Whopper for the commercials.
Wow.
He's the one who drops the Whopper layer by layer.
Oh,
Beef patty,
wow.
cheese, lettuce. Have you ever had a Whopper recently?
Have it your way.
Is it smoky?
It looked like something Hot Sauce and I had sex.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bringing it back to that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I just heard the sound of a Hellcat. Thank God that Hellcat is here.
I'm scared of it again.
You're scared of it again?
I'm scared of it again.
It really likes these broccoli pants.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable with how much it's licking the broccoli pants.
Now, I don't know about you, Bobby LaBobby, but that sound of a Hellcat does kind of remind me of improviser Devin Henderson. Do you know this improviser? Can you shed a little bit of information on Devin Henderson?
Yeah, unfortunately, I know him very well.
Oh, do you?
Just recently, Gen Z's getting back into the low-rise jeans. And
God bless them.
And he's been doing a lot of TikToks about how they're ugly. And a lot of Instagram stories about how save yourself from this trend that swallowed us up. So I'm very familiar with him and his little comedy work that he does.
Where can you find these? These sound torturous, but also very funny.
His Instagram is at Devin Henderson.
Love it.
And this I do know how to spell correctly.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense canonically.
HEVIN. DENDERSON.
All right.
You're going to think heaven spelled the way heaven normally is. HAUVOIN.
Right.
Well, listen, no one listens, but it will be linked in the description.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. So that's where you could find him on Instagram there if he's ever on.
And he's a performer, improviser, comedian around Chicago.
In Chicago. Yeah. I'm from Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, he does.
Bobby, unimpressed with Ian.
Well, Bobby was probably in New York designing
Yes, I was in New York,
fashion.
Paris, Milan,
Well,
Tokyo.
that does sound fun.
Yeah. So Chicago's nice.
But it's no Milan.
It's no Milan. I really like a city where the garbage is in the streets. I'm a New York girl.
So
I
you
do
like,
miss
you
New
like
York.
Milan and Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Paris, the garbage in the streets is the people.
All right, we're having fun. We're all having fun. I'm in on it now, too. I'm having fun, too. I'm part of the gang. I've got friends. Well, check out improviser Devin Henderson, and you can find them there and all around Chicago performing in shows.
Yeah.
Any shows?
Yes, every Monday he performs at a show called Industry Night at Foxhole.
That's right.
Creative on Montrose across from the Aldi. It's free, BYOB, and because it's run by 30-year-olds, everybody is out of there by 9:30.
9:30
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time.
And then Devin also does Wednesdays at IO on Bird Lady with the Bird Lady Dumb Drop. Another free show. He's very passionate about bringing art to the people for free.
Nice.
And then if you want to pay $5, typically he'll be at LSI on Saturdays-ish.
Saturdays-ish.
$5, very affordable.
Very affordable.
Yeah.
Can't even get a Subway sandwich for that anymore.
No.
Yeah.
But you can get amazing comedy shows for just that
For the price of a cup of coffee
Exactly.
a day.
And
you
Hot
can
Sauce
see
did say
Devin.
he was going to treat us to, a gallivant on Earth. Can't stay for long. Only
What
for a
the
moment.
fuck?
No,
Only
that's
for
true.
a moment.
He's running amok. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm gonna write so many emails.
He said you'd react like this.
We're doing it like this. All right, Ian. What does that sound of Hellcat remind you of? I wonder.
It reminds me of my family on Earth who's crushed under the enormous weight of my many, many debts that I left behind for them to pay. And right now, they're just in therapy. They're in therapy because they're struggling. The interest on my debts keeps accruing. It went to all of them equally. It didn't cut up into portions. They
Poor
all
therapists.
and so now they're all in family therapy, and they can't handle family therapy. They can't handle having to directly face all the issues that they have with each other and talk about them. So they're struggling this week, and they could really use your help. So. But luckily, they have access to my Venmo, which, of course, is at Hamilchin. And you can help my family pay for their much-needed therapy.
I heard
by
that your
sending money to my Venmo.
cousin Jurgens Hamilton keeps self-diagnosing and blaming everything on himself and saying oh, we're cursed and all this shit.
He's the only one that doesn't go to family therapy,
Oh, he
but he
doesn't.
diagnosis and self-diagnoses everyone.
Right. He
Yeah.
just watches TikToks and then goes, oh, yeah, this is what I have.
Yeah, he's like, stop triggering my abandonment issues, and everyone's like,
shut up, Jurgens.
no one's told you that. You just keep saying it. No one abandoned you. You were coddled and loved.
Yeah. What
Whatever.
a family the Hamiltons there. Anyway, well, of course you can email us, netherregionpod@gmail.com. You can find us on the hellscape that is social media at netherregionpod. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that you should skullfuck the like button on YouTube, finger blast your keyboard, and leave us a comment on any of the podcast apps. And finger bang that 5-star review system on the podcast apps as well. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that.
And leave a random comment in Spotify under one of the episodes.
Anything
Why
you
not?
want people to randomly comment, Bobby LaBobby?
You know what? I just can't get this out of my head. Kind of the full lyrics to the Gullah Gullah Island theme song.
God damn it, Bobby LaBobby.
Yeah.
Gullah Gullah Island.
Somebody comment hot sauce and Bobby forever.
No. God damn it. I hate being bested by my brother.
Come on. We want love to thrive, even down
Oh, he
here.
just sent me a text.
What?
Come and let's play together.
What? Fuck you, Bobby LaBobby. You're now my mortal enemy.
I hope
I
he
am
means
gonna
play the-
I am gonna make so many strongly worded letters.
I hope he
And
means-
you are not gonna be able to read or write any of them.
Oh, damn it.
Well, Ian, another podcast down in the dumps. How are you feeling?
I feel like eating a Pop-Tart.
What does that mean?
I just want a Pop-Tart. I miss them.
I'll take that to mean something bad, which is what I hope it means.
Yeah, no, I'm yearning for the things I lack.
Good.
For
Yeah,
my
that
every
makes me feel good. I
pleasures.
feel happy
Yeah.
now. Bobby LaBobby, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow when I bring down another pile of sweet
God
jeans.
damn it. Oh, well, no, that's fine. I thought you were going somewhere else.
Bring
with
them
that.
in my size, okay? Because these just aren't big enough.
Okay, absolutely. I'll bring a couple sizes.
Well, there's only one last thing to say, and that's get the hell out of here.